Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Backstore Boxing. Now, my boy Daniel Dubois, Daniel Dubois. He has a big fight coming up, man. He was supposed to be fighting Joy Joyce, his next fight, but due to coronavirus, he's gonna be fighting Ricardo Schneiders. And recently, Daniel Dubois was interviewed, and he was talking about fighting my boy Dillian White. And he said, and I quote, "White is within these waters. The shark is looking for his prey, and I want to go hunting soon." And then he talks about Joy Joyce. And this is what he says about Joy Joyce beating Joy Joyce. He says, "I need to beat Joy Joyce in devastating fashion." Now, man, let's give credit where credit is due. Deontay Wilder, say what you want about the guy, but him having an extremely high knockout ratio, basically every man he stepped in the ring with, he basically stopped, right? The 100% knockout ratio or close to it is enamoring in boxing. It's just enamoring. If you're gonna fight a fighter who's considered a bum in boxing, you gotta stop the guy. If you're not fighting less than stellar competition, well, that guy, he better be stopped. You better knock that guy out. And Daniel Dubois is an undefeated fighter. The guy has 14 wins and 13 knockouts, and he's looking to do the same thing to my boy Joy Joyce, and I'm guessing he's gonna do the same thing to Ricardo Schneiders, which is a really big deal. Joy Joyce is going to be a proxy for Dillian White. And with Dillian White getting stopped by Alexander Povetkin, this puts Dillian White in a peculiar situation, because now that Dillian White is not the mandatory for WBC, Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, whoever wins, has the option to not fight Dillian White, and they can move on with their career. That leaves Dillian White a long, long time to basically fight whoever, and he's gonna have to get the confidence of the UK back. What better way to do that than fight Daniel Dubois? Daniel Dubois is a phenomenal fighter. He's an aggressive fighter. He's an Olympic gold medalist, and he's extremely compact. One of my favorite wins from Dubois, I think, was his more competitive fights, at least as it showed his durability and his defense, was a Nathan Gorman fight. That was a great fight for Daniel Dubois. He showed he had really tight defense. He was aggressive when he wanted to be. He was defensive, and he really didn't get touched. But Nathan Gorman, when he brought it, man, he threw everything but in the kitchen sink at Dubois, but he couldn't touch him. He just couldn't touch him. That being said, man, Dillian White, while I think he's more technical and has more skills than Daniel Dubois as far as a Sunday punch, that left hook, right? Daniel Dubois, he's more compact defensive wise, and he so far hasn't shown any defensive problems at all. I never even seen him get wobbled or even hit clean, to tell you the truth. So that being said, a lot of people are going to be favoring Daniel Dubois just based off of durability and confidence. They know this guy can take a punch, and they know his defense is better than average, to say the least. So that being said, man, I do believe that Dillian White is going to have to fight top fighters in his home country. And believe it or not, I seen Dillian White fight elite competition around the world, like a Joseph Parker and a Lucas Brown, former champions, and it's strange because his most competitive fights were against fighters like Derek Chisora and fellow countryman Anthony Joshua. So that being said, man, there's something about fighting your hometown, your fellow countrymen, that brings out a tough competition. I don't know what it is, but that being said, man, yeah, there's a lot of big fights that Dillian White can make in the UK that you might not think that are competitive, that are extremely competitive. I thought when I first heard about Chisora fighting Dillian White, I thought Dillian White was going to walk through Chisora, but apparently Chisora seen some things, and he did some things that was able to counter Dillian White. So that being said, man, we're gonna see how this whole situation with Dillian White and Daniel Dubois, what happens there. Like I said earlier, Dillian White is going to have to recapture the faith of the British audience. He's going to fight some tough opposition in the UK. I see Dubois in this feature, Dillian White. I see a Huey Fury in the future. I see any top UK fighters. I see them in the future of Dillian White, because he's gonna have to get that confidence back. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about it though, man. I think Dubois is a phenomenal fighter. He's been built up slowly but steadily, and he's been beating these fighters with flying colors. Like I said, he's been keeping that knockout ratio extremely high. And understand that when you first start boxing, you're not fighting 12-round fights. So, the fight where he didn't go 12 rounds, he fought an extremely durable fighter in Kevin Johnson. And that says a lot. Kevin Johnson fought a lot of fighters, and he was rarely stopped. He's rarely stopped. For the most part, he's going to decisions if he loses. So, yeah. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out with Dubois and Dillian White, man. But Dillian White and Dubois, I think that's a phenomenal fight, man. Let me know how you guys feel about Dubois' comments, though. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing Empire.